Since the introduction of Rabia off the bench is followed by Tomac there. The last couple of minutes has been welcome relief, but Egypt just slowed the state of the game. Belgium were building up ahead as team. That equaliser looking likely to go on and get a winner. But the last couple of minutes, he just got his hold of the ball again. We mentioned earlier, Mohamed Bailey's own goal was already the third of this World Cup. That is already more than there were in the entire tournament in Qatar almost 4 years ago. There's only 2 1 goals in that whole World Cup. Tati. Trying to pick out Marmouche, but the tall presence of Courtois got there first. Now to Bruyne. Oh, swagger here. Joker. Force them to bring up on him, and Haley slides in. Superb from Kevin De Bruyne. He's the one that set Doku on his way. He hasn't seen a lot of ball actually in this second period, has he? Jamie Doku, who won 2 domestic trophies in England this season with Manchester City. To the Premier League title to Arsenal. Kevin De Bruyne, who hits the post with a free kick from a more central position earlier. Having been a goal down, Belgium take the lead for the first time today. And it feels like an area where he can cross the ball here, but he's more than capable, isn't he, of going for goal himself. Difficult angle to defend this. Lofted. Punched by Shakir. Still alive for Timmermans. Great header, great save, Shakir to deny Brandon Nicola. Shakir keeps Egypt in it. Tuku. Haney. He's away, Haney. Ciso. Haney again. Would love to make amends for that old goal. Rabia. Satua. Just Antia. Just a bit more composure how he's into the moment. Too close to Courtois, who just at the last instant.
Look, I think the only update. You don't so called the only brother. You forget switch for me on the right. You don't want. You see how that is.
Fantastic save to keep Egypt level. He moves his feet really well to get just a goal. An excellent save. Nicola thought he got the winner. Chances at both ends in the 2 stages in Seattle. This is Zico's delivery. Tati. Too many bodies in the way again. Benefit Timmermans. Mounier. Belgium just finding themselves pinned in a little bit here. I guess the question is, what have they got left in the tank, these 2 sides? Marmouche looks for Zico. Haney. Belgium breathe again. De Kuyper. Ciso was a high-profile figure in Egypt this past season. He moved from Zamalek to their rivals El Ahly. Not many moved from one of those teams to the other, creating a big stir. Here's Lukaku. Kevin De Bruyne. Very little room to manoeuvre to pick Manuel Ugarte there. Double change coming up for Belgium. Duku will be replaced by the Rio player, Matthias Fernandes-Cardona. And Kevin De Bruyne will also make way. He hit the post with a free kick in the second half. He's replaced by the Bruges defender, Hans Van Aken. So two high-profile players take it off. Belgium seek a late winning goal. In goal under pressure here, Abdel Karim, the Barcelona teenager. Too high from Marbush. It's a shame he worked so hard to pick up possession. It's 4 minutes of normal time to play.
Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello.
It was uncapped when his Belgian squad was named.
Saudi Arabia. Uruguay up against Saudi Arabia. Uruguay up against Saudi Arabia. Uruguay up Uruguay up against Saudi Arabia. What do you know about Uruguay? Time to go through the lineup. Time to go through the lineup. Lineup. Can you hear me? Can't hear myself. Can't hear myself. Alright. 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 North South increase volume. Okay. Can you hear me now? Am I loud and clear? Can you hear me now? Hello, 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 hello.
set something up. First set of goals for DC one needed saving. Straight at Alois. Another shot from Sierra. It's been the crowd going for the first time. Yeah, it's a decent shot as well, wasn't it? You can see Alois was not very confident with it. Straight at him. Maybe a little bit of nerves there. Could have easily dealt with it. Instead, elected to carry it away. The thing about Alois is he's got the experience, Mark, from having played, for example, in the last one.
All right.
And he's in his mid-30s now, but he's not been playing in the top division in the Saudi League. He's been playing in the first division this past season with the club, admittedly, who are very much on the arrival with this corner. The first corner of the match. Only pressure on the Saudi defence. And safely to the goalkeeper's gloves. It was Federico Viñas whose header was rather smothered. Really disappointed with that one, because he had a really good opportunity to get a really good header off the ball. Watchalong beaten to it. Maybe a purposeful start here from Uruguay. Step forward by Caceres, met in the air by Abdullah Alamri. And then tidied up by Watchalong. He gets the throw. Through that. So they're going to have to do better. It's really cool pace. We'll try to play out from the back. Try and move the other way around. That position. Great substitution. Try and hit on the counter. Their free kick. The free kick. We've seen that one from Guillermo Varela.
This is very beautiful and interesting. All right. Uruguay up against Saudi Arabia, and we are live here on Red Devil Africa TV. All right, Uruguay attacks here. Uruguay has really started the game so well. They are attacking. They are attacking relentless. Uruguay is attacking wire. Here in South Africa, we say wire. Attacking the wire. Alright, it's 0-0. Uruguay 0. Uh, Saudi Arabia 0. Saudi Arabia 0. Okay. Saudi Arabia attacks. So interesting game. Interesting game. Saudi Arabia really looks like Saudi Arabia settled into the game. The area attacks of Uruguay have closed off. Saudi Arabia is settling into the game. Alright, Uruguay on the attack. Uruguay network disturbed us, and I couldn't give you the lineup. If you are depending on us for lineup, I'll give you the lineup in a while. I'll give you the lineup in a short while. With the lineup, um, given the this, yes, Saudi Arabia is settling in very well. Yes, so um, Uruguay up against Saudi Arabia. Yes, Saudi Arabia now settled in well and actually are controlling the tempo of the game. Uruguay tried to rush them in the first few minutes, first 5 minutes, but they have settled in really very well, and actually they are playing nice football here. What is your prediction? What is your prediction? What is your prediction? What is your prediction? Uruguay and Saudi Arabia in the last two previous meetings, Uruguay won 1-0 and the other game was draw 1-1. Uruguay certainly the game very well, but all of a sudden they have relaxed. Hmm, I'm already running and the match just started. Hmm, hmm. The match just started and I'm already running. This World Cup will kill us. The match just started and I'm already running. So uh, Ur- Uruguay 0, Saudi Arabia 0. Send in your predictions, guys. First one is what I can know what I'm not talking to myself. So with the Africa TV, previous matches, if maybe they were busy, had oh people here are very very happy in the US. I see a lot of Uruguayan supporters, Uruguayan fans. They came out in numbers to support their country, support the Uruguay is playing interesting football here. They force a mistake here. Uruguay goes wide. The first shot on goal goes wide, but it's an attempt anyway. It's an attempt. We had Egypt. We had Egypt up against Belgium, and it ended in 1-1. Lukaku came on, was substituted in, and he was able to force a defensive error. His physical presence finally brought a breakthrough, and Belgium got an equalizer. Thanks to Lukaku, they got an own goal, and it ended in a 1-1 draw. But when you look at this group, there are a lot of chances that both teams will go through, Egypt and Belgium. So let us watch and see how uh, Uruguay performs. Remember, it's the Red Devil Africa TV. We are tracking all the Manchester United players that are present in the US, in Canada, and Mexico, participating in the most prestigious tournament in the world. That it's a kind of is this football or wrestling? Is This one deserves the yellow card. This one. This Saudi Arabia area will get a yellow card for that. Alright, it's a free kick for Uruguay. In a very, very good position. Many at the corner kick. Throw in Saudi Arabia. No, no. Hey, get it? Get it. Hey, 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 hey. They are nervous here. Uruguay is nervous. I think if Saudi Arabia gets a goal, it's gonna be very tricky for Uruguay because Saudi Arabia has just realized that you can actually manage. They have gotten a lot of confidence now. And Uruguay looks nervous. They've just conceded a corner out of nothing. Can I? Uh-uh. That's right. Okay. The one behind me on the game is one of those boring games. Uruguay? Very high edition, but I think this World Cup is a little bit more organized. There's breaks, less drama so far, less drama. Yeah, it's winter, that's why you see the jacket. We are in winter here, spinning life in South Africa in the most iconic square mile of Africa. City. So comment with where are you watching from? So the hydration break. Yeah. All right. I was still telling you about the previous results. Egypt drew with the region 1-1, and Spain was also held to a draw by Cape Verde 0-0. And it was very interesting game because Spain attacked and attacked. kept possession. By the end of the day, Spain um, Spain was not able to break Cape Verde. So I think it was the most interesting game. It was the one for Spain and Cape Verde. And Cape Verde played very well. They go on playing like that, we might have a surprise in that group. Then the one for Egypt wasn't that much a surprise, but Egypt played very well. It was a good game. Egypt actually played a much better game than the Belgium. Ended up with a draw, and so far Uruguay has already started struggling against Saudi Arabia. And if Saudi Arabia can get a goal, it's going to be a very tricky game for them. So far the performance of Manuel Ugarte is average, nothing out of the ordinary. But at the moment, yeah, that's how it is. Not so entertaining, but again, they have Nunes, they have Bentaco, they have Agati, all their superstars are present. It's a very interesting team. The coach, Bielsa, Vela, Montero. Oh, okay. There is a reason for the referee putting one thing, the Flamingo shirt, because they are in Miami. That makes sense. Okay, you're welcome. Who is there? Who is there? Guys, send in your prediction. Send in your prediction. Uh, Send in your predictions. Where are you watching from? How would you find the game? Yeah, Nunes is trying, but there is really no attacking threat so far. Brought about by Uruguay. I expected Uruguay to attack. If you watch Belgium, you could see that Belgium struggled, but they were attacking. They were attacking non-stop. The game was interesting and entertaining. So far, Uruguay has not given us the entertainment we are looking for. Here in Africa, we're supposed to do sleeping and resting. They kept us to watch them, but Uruguay in the box. Uruguay. What a save! What a save! What a save from the South Arabian keeper. That was a fantastic save from Saudi Arabia. Fantastic save from Saudi Arabia. Very good save. I think that is the first real attack Uruguay has made that was a shot on target and a good save from the goalkeeper. Saudi Arabia 0, Uruguay 0. 30 minutes played, half an hour, and it's 0-0. However, Uruguay just it's a free kick. That was a very fantastic save. Very good save. After German thrashing Krakow 7-1, Sweden thrashing Tunisia 5-1, we are now looking at various goals. Remember, we have seen 7 goals, we have seen 5 goals, we have seen 4 goals. So the World Cup so far is not uh, underperforming. It is actually performing so well so far in terms of goals and individual performances. As a Manchester United fan, we have already watched Brazil stars. Matthias Cunha was given some minutes in the second half. Casemiro was given a few minutes in the first half. Um, we saw Nance Mazarawi had a very good game against Brazil. He really had a much better game. The goalkeeper was about to mess up here. The goalkeeper for Uruguay came out of his box, couldn't hold the ball properly. One wrong pass, and all is lost. Uruguay playing blind passes here. Blind passes, yeah. Uruguay on the attack. Uruguay on the attack. Uruguay. Saudi Arabia has withdrawn and they are all back in defense. That was meant to put play. Shoot, Uruguay. Uruguay! It's a free kick to Saudi Arabia. Uruguay had a very good spell of attack here, and they could have. Uh, oh, that's a free kick. That's a free kick as the keeper gets sitting. Saudi Arabia on the attack. Saudi Arabia might score here. Chance lost. Uh, Saudi Arabia is overcarrying the ball. Free kick, Saudi Arabia. Uh, what is Uruguay is surviving. Saudi Arabia almost got a goal. Saudi Arabia, that was very fantastic. This is good attack from Saudi Arabia as well. Two big chances created in a space of 2 minutes. Saudi Arabia is fighting. Saudi Arabia, no! Saudi Arabia just scored a goal. One Saudi Arabia, zero Uruguay. Manuel Ugarte in trouble. Emmanuel Ugarte in trouble. Honestly, is nowhere to be seen in this game. The goalkeeper, Patrick Brim, but also his defense. Because when you look at the way the defense was standing, and after the goalkeeper saved the ball, one of the defenders was supposed to ship it away. Also, you don't punch the ball like that. One Saudi Arabia, one Saudi Arabia, one, one Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia just scored, and they are a better attacking team. One Saudi Arabia, zero Uruguay. Yes, the referee should have had a look at this. Aye, aye, aye. Could have been a red card this one. Hey, they have become aggressive, inviting pressure on themselves. If they had a very good show, they should end the first half with 1-0. They should not allow a goal. Won't be good for them. Ah, good catch for the goalkeeper of Saudi Arabia. So they are going into the first half break with a lead. This supporter, Saudi Arabia among the Uruguay supporters, football fighters are very funny. Why would you choose to be? Uh, his offside and still they couldn't put the ball in the net. I think they're very good strikers. Valverde, Nunes, Ugarte in the midfield, Bentacore, really a good team, but it's not clicking at all. Their strikes are really, their weak strikes are very weak strikes. Hmm. Saudi Arabia very confident on the ball now. Hmm. Fully in the control of the match. They dictate the play, they dictate the tempo. So they are really doing fantastic at the moment. Because the poor ball, Saudi Arabia trying to attack that. Just shoot the ball outside. Alright. Now, if you are a Manchester United fan and you decided to stay awake to watch Manuel Ugarte, I think I've only seen that run he has made. That almost makes an assist. Second free kick for Saudi Arabia on the second occasion when Uruguay uh, offside. The second time they are offside. And still, they fail to put the ball in the back of the goal kick of, of Saudi Arabia. 0-0. 0-0. It's not 0-0. Saudi Arabia won, Uruguay 0. Arabia won, Uruguay 0. I think I want to sleep now. I'm even reflecting the wrong thing. Uruguay.
What if you could print every idea to life? Print your possible at vistaprint.ca. It's World Cup time. Ready to kick off. Goal on. Dance off. Cheers off. Smirnoff. Game on. Smirnoff. Every 4 years, we make family traditions. And if we're lucky, make a noise. Make purchases with the Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite Plus card to earn Scene Plus points faster and take your tradition to new places. Saudi Arabia are leading against Uruguay at halftime in Miami. Alhamri with the goal. 4 minutes before the break, Saudi Arabia causing a huge upset to open the World Cup in Qatar, beating Argentina 3.5 years ago. Can they do it again today? This is the Coca-Cola halftime. Uruguay shading the possession right now with 59%. They've had 6 shots to Saudi Arabia's 5. 3 shots on target each, but it is 1-0 for Saudi Arabia after 45 minutes of play. As we welcome you back inside our magnificent studios here in Vancouver at Jackpool Plaza, right next to the Olympic Flame. Stephen Caldwell, Janine Stonis, Kevin Kilban, and for 30 minutes, it was probably the worst game of the tournament. Probably, yeah. Not a lot going on. Not very enjoyable, was it? The brutal game. Honestly, both sides were just really trying to play themselves into the game, but it wasn't good action, Janine.
No, it was not an enjoyable first half to watch. Maybe until the last 15 or so minutes, the tempo picked up quite a lot. We saw some of the Saudi Arabian players get on the ball, be really positive in their actions, Kev, and then they get the goal, but it took some time.
Yeah, there was no tempo set by Uruguay. That's what I was finding with them, really. This is where the goal came from. I honestly feel that Muslera should be doing a lot better on the initial one. It's not a really powerful header that's gone in his direction, and he just parries it into space. And
powerful header, no?
Is it?
I think that's a powerful header.
You said that, not me.
I mean, he does spill it. It's not great goalkeeping, I'll agree with that, but the header's got a bit of power behind it. I think I'll turn back to him. He's trying to get his name right there, Kev.
Yeah, I'll turn back to you, but I mean, no, Stevie, This is one instance where Kev is justified in his criticism. I think for sure. It's not good goalkeeping. No, again, at this level, I feel as though softer hands are required there, and I think he should be dealing.
Well, I'm going to blame the defenders.
I was just going to say that. Poorly defended.
Ben Tancur it was. Ben Tancur is ball watching. He's not even ball watching. He's watching his man. So what he's trying to do there, you always say that you've got to get hold of your man, see the ball, and what he's trying to do is trying to fight Alton Bakhti, and fair play to him, he gets his head on it. And once you get a header on target, we always say that with the necessary power. I mean, I think Musleri made it look a lot harder than it was.
Well, your job as a defender on a set piece is to stop the attacker from getting to their target area. None of the Uruguayan players. And Saudi Arabia does well. I think it is a powerful header. I agree with both of you. I'm going to put myself in the middle. I agree with both.
That's why you're sitting in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good header. It's a poor initial save, but set pieces have not been a massive conversation in this tournament thus far, but it could prove to be the difference in this one.
Saudi Arabia had been stepping it up, though. I would fair to say probably after a poor first 30, they'd been coming into it more likely to score. Before they got the goal, they could have had one.
Yeah, I mean, it's the importance of the hydration breaks again. It had a big impact in this game. When the hydration break came, we started to see, after the hydration break, Saudi Arabia put their foot on the gas a little bit and test them on more occasions. And I just think this is a really good save from Muslera. Maybe great save. Kev will say something about that, but a very strong arm from a good strike. It's a bit close to him, Kev. What are you saying?
Well, it's not a great save. It's a good save, yeah.
But I mean, it's a strong arm, but it was just wave after wave, wasn't it? They were right on the front foot.
You know what we said? I think they've been so flat, Uruguay. No tempo set to the games, and you're right. And Janine was saying it was Saudi that started to bring a little bit of pace into the game, whether it's from the crosses, whether it's from a few of those set plays, and they looked like they couldn't cope with the tempo. They looked dead on the feet, Uruguay. They looked tired.
Yeah. Darwin Nunez has less touches than both goalkeepers in this game. If that tells you anything. Valverde's only on 22 with no key passes. To have arguably your most important player, Stevie, with no key passes, that really tells the story of this half for Uruguay.
It does, and you know, notoriously, Marcelo Bielsa brings teams in very fit. Notoriously, his style is to get it forward, to be direct. They don't look anything like a Bielsa side at the minute. You just wonder what's been going on in training. Has he taken something out of the legs, or are this team just underperforming? Because how many times we said Valverde's name, Kev?
Yeah, unbelievable. That whole first half. Luke mentioned the toxic nature of Bielsa. These were the chances, really, or the saves from Alois. And we said maybe in the last game, in the last World Cup, should I say, that he was outstanding, particularly in that first game against Argentina. A lot of these saves are standard. He's making them look great.
You've got to be there to make the save, but I agree. A bit fancy. I mean, that one, he could probably have caught that one,
Yeah, exactly. But it was this.
That was decent.
Commanding his area. That's where it was.
But none of that from Nunez coming in the side of the goalkeeper there with a little bit of an elbow. I mean, they did respond. Let's just say that Uruguay, after they lost the goal, up to tempo, there's been a bit of a response. They've been better at the end of that first half. Now, I'm sure they're at each other in that dressing room at the minute, and they're probably going to come out with a bit more impetus. They're going to have to, otherwise they're heading towards a defeat.
You know I love a good stat. What about this one? Uruguay have not won a World Cup game after conceding the first goal since playing France in 1966.
Wow.
18 times they've conceded the first goal. None of those occasions have they been able to win. Marcelo Bielsa has work to do in the locker room at half-time. His side are trailing Saudi Arabia by 1-0. We'll get to the second half next. Marcelo Bielsa loves his box to sit on, but the fourth official there not having any of it.
Tonight's dinner was tasted, tweaked, and crafted to perfection. Just not by you. You can spend less time getting dinner on the table. You have more time with the people around
Yo, D.
Yo, JD, you see my guys? They have it locked. These guys are unbelievable.
They have it lost?
Since '96.
Saudi Arabia.
Haven't lost yet.
Saudi Arabia leading Uruguay by 1 goal to nil. We are in the half time, and when we look at the game, it's not interesting. It's not much peace, and honestly, Saudi Arabia deserve their league. They deserve their league.
And for Canada, Bebo. After 20 years of supporting the game, we're actually going to play in one. Let's go. So what do you need? Precision striker, rock solid left back. We need a coin. For the coin toss? Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, can I at least flip it? Heads or tails? I'll do that. We're on TV right now. Yeah. Bingo. Iran against New Zealand finishes today's action in Group D, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific, so a couple of hours from getting things underway there. Earlier on in Seattle in Group G, it finished tied between Belgium and Egypt, so if one of those teams can win tonight, Iran and New Zealand, they would go top of Group G. Some heavyweights on the schedule for Tuesday, including France against Senegal, Erling Haaland's Norway taking on Iraq, and then the defending champions begin their campaign as they face Algeria at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. As we continue, it's back for the second half in Miami. Group H action. Saudi Arabia leading Uruguay by 1 goal to nil.
Crisp, refreshing, Coors Seltzer slushy flavors. In cherry, grape, and orange. Coors Seltzer slushy flavors. Going back home for the games?
Oh, I wish.
All right. Saudi Arabia 1, Uruguay 0. Surprising, but it is true. Saudi Arabia is leading Uruguay by 1 goal to 0. Football, football, especially World Cup, is like that. Is like that. Surprising, just like that. In front, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining the Red Devil Africa TV. Comment with where you're watching from and join the family. Don't forget to subscribe because we are Red Devil. We track all the Manchester United players that are in the World Cup and we make sure that we watch along with you. So turn on the notification, turn on the notification button so that you don't miss any live streams, you don't miss any video updates, you don't miss any news updates and transfer news.
He's a player that I've enjoyed watching over a decent period of time. Sanabria as well. So
Uruguay making changes right away. Let's try it. Alright.
I think it's always a sign of frustration from a coach when you're making halftime substitutions. We haven't seen a lot of that at this World Cup yet, but
No,
that'll inject some
we
energy.
saw
But if you're Saudi
Pastor
Arabia,
Liver
it's kind of just
being
keep doing what you're doing.
substituted,
The last
so
15 minutes, keep putting pressure on Uruguay, test the goalkeeper, test this back line, and as you said, Kev,
is
they haven't shown
it's
much
normal to
in
make
the attack.
changes.
So,
But after if
yeah, if you're
you
Saudi Arabia,
see your team didn't work out,
Let's get you back to your team with the call of the game.
why not making changes? Uruguay making two changes.
The two players going off. So, not the opening match to a World Cup that Darwin Nunez would have been hoping for. No, not at all. It's surprising that it's seen come off. I mean, I know he wasn't really involved in the game,
Alright,
so a lot of that sort of
Nunes off and Villa. Yeah, Uruguay makes changes and right for the show.
Fluminense in was at the Club World Cup last year, including playing at the semi-final against Chelsea. There's the goal scorer.
Yes.
Saudi Arabia winning at halftime for the first time at the World Cup since the
Yes.
game in 1994 against Belgium. That was also when the finals were
Oh,
staged in the United States.
Okay, second half is underway. Uruguay 0, Saudi Arabia 1.
So ready to go with the second half.
Alright,
It's Uruguay who get us underway.
Uruguay start the ball. They are in need of an equalizer as soon as possible. The goalkeeper acting as a sweeper, starting so lightly like in the first half. They started so well and they switched off just as soon as they started. Just as soon as they started.
Second period. This is Canobio, one of the two substitutes coming on, plays on the right hand side.
Yes,
In
welcome.
there straight away.
Welcome to Red Devil Africa TV.
Comes from Barella. The timing header brings the save from Alois. Just got a break from Maxi Araujo on the rebound. Here now is Valverde. Almost the perfect start to the second half for Uruguay. Really good ball into the
Uruguay
and a great
attacking.
action save.
They need the equalizer as soon as possible.
It's Valverde with the stumble, and it's cleared away by Hassan Tambacti. So Uruguay whisker away from equalising just 48 seconds after the restart.
Uruguay need the goal in the first minute of the
Try and get himself back in this game as quickly as possible. Sebastian Caceres. Here's Agustin Canobio whipping it in again. Guillermo Varela. Flag has gone offside, but no chances taken there by Abdullah Al-Amni, whipping it in front of his goalkeeper. There's been a couple of those in this second half already. Probably last ditch defending. So this chance, really good head over the near post area. Flicks it in. Mohamed always reacts really well. Down the right hand side. Gets a little bit fortunate with the rebound. Does very, very well. Comfortably with the header there, Rodrigo Benson.
Yes, who's there? Papa, you're welcome. You are welcome. Uruguay needs a goal. Uruguay
Quicker than it was in that first half. Really sent out onto the field with a in their ear by their manager, Marcelo Bielsa. Watchalong with the throw. Easily away. So back to go to ground. We'll get the free kick. It will be a throw for Saudi Arabia. Harvey is the man to take it. 14th cap for him tonight. It's a Salam Al Dawsari.
Alright, Uruguay attacking.
Araujo lets it run.
Cross now.
The other one of the substitutes brought on, Rodrigo Betancourt. Much more purposeful look about Uruguay at the start of this second half. Canobio.
Although they are defending in numbers and they have blocked Uruguay's way. No chance for a goal. Saudi Arabia saying no. Look at the defense. So corner kick for Uruguay. Corner kick for Uruguay.
Federico Viñas looking to try and get on the end of this one.
Uruguay. Uruguay just missed a chance here. Goes just wide. First shot on goal and it is off target. Off target.
Dominating possession in the opening 5 minutes of the second half. Uruguay still training to that goal from Alamri 4 minutes before half time. Here's Bentancur. Here's the Russian there, the FIFA secretary watching on. Certainly a hot ticket in Miami, this one. The opening match of 7 to be played here in this stadium. Let's see many miscues like that from Bentancur. But it's one back by Ugarte. And Uruguay fighting forward again and queuing up inside the penalty area.
There's a good chance that goes begging. Uruguay trying to get an equalizer here. Can be better attack. But so Bielsa, they were good points, but the team is not connecting.
Interesting choice from Uruguay. It's only arrived last night, isn't it? It's Miami. Yeah, I wonder how much that's played in that opening 45 minutes. Sort of start of the game just seemed a little bit leggy, a little bit lethargic. It was quite a long day for them yesterday. The flight was delayed. Also, the conditions are very, very different here than probably where they were before. And it's very hot and humid. Pressure here for Saudi Arabia to try and deal with, and it's for Valverde. Guillermo Varela. It'll be another corner. The block made by El Harvey. It's one-way traffic at the moment here, Mark. It is, yeah. It's good positioning from El Harvey. He was in the right area, right time, didn't dive in, and behind his back. Let's see another corner. Again, INEOS is likely to be the target. Al-Jawair trying to keep tabs on him, and it's
Uruguay attacking, and he just came back.
hoping just to see out this little phase. They'll hope it's a phase from Uruguay. Not quite so sure. Uruguay, you know, they're going to get in the hands and then have to push and try and put pressure on Saudi Arabia. The longer this game goes on, the more that Saudi would think would drop deeper, try and preserve this lead. Uruguay will look to try and make the most of it. Araujo with a little touch out wide. Sanabria, Araujo. Carried up by Saad Abdul Hamid. Just evading Al-Jawair. Uruguay, I think, the better fortunes this time than in Qatar 4 years ago, and they failed to get out of the group. Fought in the World Cup as recently as 2010, and Colombia trying to get on with that.
That's a good save.
Almost constant pressure here for Saudi Arabia to deal with in the early stages of this second period. Rodrigo Bentancur. Originally meant by the head of Al-Harbi. Tough spell this for Jonas's team. Yeah, they look at it, don't they? This is almost going to be moments of the game. Uruguay, certainly the team with the more pressure and the more quality, higher ranking, and they're going to be under pressure the last part of the second half. It's about the team staying compact, absorbing the pressure as much as they can, and they didn't give them the opportunity to try and hit them on the counter. Good sent forward there by Manuel Ugarte.
Uruguay trying to attack, but they are just real shot. But the pressure is good.
Colombia is fine, but still complaining about the challenge. Yeah, you can see the boot blast down his thigh. There's a bit of a heavy challenge, but he has got the attention of referee Maurizio Mariani from Italy. Here's the challenge. Al-Harbi with an untimely slip, and as he flicks the ball away there, high boot catching his opponent. Yeah, it was unfortunate. There was no intent there. Unfortunately, Colombia was the one that comes off worse for wear.
We are Red Devils. We don't select.
Sending the ball back to Muslera.
It's all about Uruguay attacking, but Saudi Arabia is frustrating the attack.
Yes, there is. Terribly comfortable playing with that mask on the face, protecting a fracture in sort of conditions. Definitely takes a bit of time to get used to. Progression of bleeding, little loss, this presence on your face. I'm sure he's had it on there for a couple of weeks now, so he's certainly got used to it. This is Ugarte. Uruguay, of course, for so long at major tournaments have relied on the goal-scoring prowess of Luis Suarez. Those days are finally gone. Wasn't picked in the squad by Marcelo Bielsa. Saudi Arabia just trying to ride out this period of pressure. This is Ferris Albrica. Albrica just nudged off the ball, but Uruguay with the throw. At least I thought it dealt with it, but yeah, they've had some chances, Uruguay. And they've dealt with it defensively. Saudi Arabia, Manuel Ugarte has dealt with it as well. Ronaldo, watching up. Iconic figure in the history of the FIFA World Cup. Yeah, right up there with one of the biggest legends of the game. He put runs into laps on Roberto Baggio during the first half. Carlos Valderrama is sitting about 5 feet from us as the header goes wide of the goal from Canobio. Carlos Valderrama, of course, the Colombian star of the 1990s, and in case you remember him and you're wondering, does he still have that hair? Yes, he does. It's a slightly different colour these days, but he's still instantly recognisable and clearly much loved by the people of Colombia. They were mobbing him before the game. Okay, Maria. Been harassed. Canobio has been tenacious and busy in the short period he's been on the pitch. He's added a little something a bit more fight and purpose.
Saudi Arabia is losing first kick in the world.
Yeah, what he's done really well is that obviously energy was there right from the off, but he's also not been afraid to take on the defender. You can see that a lot in the first half. The wide players tended to not really go up.
And behind me, you can see it.
Into Al-Khaibri, just turns into trouble.
Uruguay.
Almost constant pressure. If it carries on like this, it's going to be a very long second half for Saudi Arabia. Ugarte! Close it away. Big chance, wasn't it, from Ugarte? Really well struck.
Ugarte, try this chance here. We are watching you, Ugarte. You need to score. You are the reason we are watching now. We are Manchester United and we support our own. What a strike from Manuel Ugarte.
I'm not sure whether he had it covered or not, but certainly the post helped him. There's a touch. It's actually a very, very good save for the goalkeeper. Oh, it would have been only his second international goal. And what a moment it really was for the Manchester United midfielder. Mohamed Alawais down. There was a great save. You said on that replay, fingertip save on that ball, otherwise that's in the bottom corner. Absolutely brilliant save. I wonder what the issue is here for Alawais. See this opportunity again. There's that slight coming together in the box here. Abdullah Al-Khaibri, the defender involved in that. Well struck. Stand the shoot.
The goalkeeper for Saudi Arabia injured and they're giving some treatment.
Opportunity, of course, just to take that little bit of breather, take the sting out of the game a little bit. Yeah, Yorgos Donis, the Greek national coach of the Saudi team, is taking the opportunity to pass on a few thoughts. He's getting ready to make a change. Nasser Al-Dasseri is getting ready to come on shortly. Wait to see who he's about to replace, whether it's Abdullah Al-Khaibri. Here's that shot once again. That's how close Uruguay were to an equalising goal. Very, very close.
Looks like Uruguay is already starting to play for game. Football is funny. Uruguay came as the favorites to win this match. They were the favorites to win this match.
Nasser Al-Basri, a defensive-minded midfield player with nearly 250 appearances for Al Hilal, so plenty of experience there. He's not far off the 50-cap mark for Saudi Arabia too. So they're just trying to shore things up a little bit, aren't they here? Yeah, well, I think he's taking a sort of
online for almost 3 hours. And there's one Muslim coming, we are not covering it. There is no rain. There are representatives in the Switzerland game. So shall give you the update and the early result.
Very much a rearguard action here in the second period for Saudi Arabia. Here's Ugarte. Troy this time, and it's fallen at the feet of Al-Brikan, and Betancourt was on him swiftly. He hit some danger, very rapidly snapped out there. It's 32% possession in the game for Saudi Arabia now, and that figure is going down. It's dropping with every passing minute. Yeah, expect it to get less and less as this game goes on. They will just sit to try to absorb as much as they can. Headed away by Hassan Tambakti. Opportunity for Saud Abdulhamid to get it away. But they just can't clear their lines there. Every time they get the ball out of their own penalty area, it's coming straight back towards them here. Maxi Araujo losing out to Mohamed Kano. Referee saying, get up and get on with it. He was expecting a free kick there. Araujo, challenged by Mohamed Abdulhamid, whose reaction to that decision from the referee. Almost got him a yellow card. Just thought the referee was going to give him a telling off for that. Yeah, I think it was a little bit unfortunate for that to be given as a free kick. I don't think he's a real idea. That's why he's got that such frustration. The referee let quite a bit go in that sort of phase of play. But when he decided to surprise which one was maybe the one that was the least of a challenge. 25 minutes to go. Fair to say that Saudi Arabia are hanging on to the lead that they have, courtesy of the goal from Abdullah Al-Amri in the 41st minute.
Hit it.
We're very, very deep right now.
Great hit.
A lot of spare players into the box. Uruguay to exploit them.
Hit.
Gets into that near post. By Valverde, saved by Alois again. He's had such a good game so far, Saudi Arabia's goalkeeper. He has. That was a very dangerous ball. Difficult one to judge for a goalkeeper. Was under a lot of heavy challenge there. Alois does once the game very, very well. But Saudi Arabia keeps his side with their next in front. Well, here's the latest passage of play deep inside Saudi Arabia's penalty area. Yeah, it's so difficult for the goalkeeper to deal with. He's got so many players in front of him, his own defenders. The slightest of flicks can actually outdo the goalkeeper. Saudi Arabia now just over 20 touches with the ball inside Uruguay's half in the whole of the second half up to now. Tambakti. Betancourt so strong. Up against Nasser Al-Basri. Uruguay's free kick. Saudi Arabia actually haven't had a shot on goal since
the start of this.
in the first half. Uruguay have had 10 attempts on goal since then. Yeah, that's what we expected. We expected Uruguay really come out this second half. They had to try and put on a proper fight. First 45 minutes, be a bit less disappointed with the way in which they sort of approached that first half. Got themselves behind, and second half they've been far better. It's Valverde. That's a dangerous looking delivery. Just needed a touch. Yeah, so
Yeah, Uruguay missed another chance here.
a little bit too pacey for it. Again, once again, such a difficult ball to deal with. That right head high delivery there, 6-yard box. The slice with flicks causes all sorts of problems. But despite all that, Saudi Arabia reached the second half hydration break, still in the lead.
Second hydration. Good. So break time.
Luis Filios. Is changing.
Yes, sir. Get it off. Get it up. De La Cruz. Fun. So Getty has played uh, about 60 minutes, and that was his impact. Now, Red Devil fans, I want you to rate Manuel Ugarte. Uh, I'll give him rate, rating for Manuel Ugarte performance 5 out of 10. Less impact on the game, I'll give him 5 out of 10. He had less impact on the game, and there are high chances that we are going to lose. Supporters are here. Put the ball in the box, man. Hmm. Can you rate Manuel Ugarte? What can you rate his performance? $62,000 people attended the match. That's a very good turnout. Uruguay. Mhm. Shoot! Goal! Uruguay finally score 1-1. 1-1. They have tried and tried and kept on trying and didn't give up. And now, yeah, it's a rebound. Saved it first, almost the same as the goal they conceded. And the supporters are. Remember, we have 62,000 supporters in this stadium. We deserve to see some goals. Uruguay, Uruguay need number two as soon as possible. Uruguay need number two as soon as possible. After removing Manuel Ugarte, Uruguay has actually improved in their attack. Uruguay, Uruguay is now seeing an opportunity that they can win this match. Actually, honestly speaking, the substitutes have changed the game a bit and they have made Uruguay look much better. Also, Saudi Arabia switched off and they look like they are tired. So they really need to step up. Otherwise, if they concede another goal, it's a gone case. They shouldn't concede any goal at the moment. Otherwise, all the good work will be washed away. Throw in Saudi Arabia. Throw in Saudi Arabia. Free kick. Attack Saudi Arabia. Uruguay in the attack. Uruguay. Uruguay. 5 minutes to play. 5 minutes to go. Uruguay 1. Saudi Arabia 1. Saudi Arabia on the attack now. They haven't had any shot on goal in the second half. Saudi Arabia have not attacked at all. I think this is the first attack. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia. Oh, oh. Saudi Arabia almost got a winning goal here. Actually, in the final minute, it has become interesting. Not as boring as the first half. It's no longer as boring as the first half. Yes, that was the first shot on goal. And back. Corner. Uruguay. Corner. Uruguay. Uruguay. They want a winning goal. It's a goal kick for Saudi Arabia. Going. Uruguay. Guys, I'm tired. Been online for more than 3 hours now. I'm cold here. It's winter time here in South Africa. Cold. Like I said, the final match, we shall just give you updates, but it won't be live. Put it there.
Opportunity for Uruguay to make this change now. Aguirre is going to come on to replace Federico Vinhas. What we did mention he's put a shift into the got some working class of this one team. So this guy is stretching his calves because of the traffic going on. He's had a very, very good second half.
Guys, guys, I didn't see any other goal in this match. We are waiting for the additional minute. Seven, seven additional minutes. Uruguay needs a goal in this 7 minutes, but Saudi Arabia has other plans. All right, Uruguay, Uruguay. What a save! What a save! We finally see some good football. Oh, Saudi Arabia need to protect their draw now. They are bringing on 3 players in the final minute, and this is just time consuming. Corner, Uruguay, save.
Influence in the centre of midfield for Uruguay. They're just looking for a moment of magic. That was an excellent ball from Rodriguez.
What about Uruguay? The whole of second half has been all about Europe. By all they can raise one goal.
Saudi Arabia will be happy with their opponents giving away the second half as planned out. Guillermo Moreno. Valverde. Sprinting it in. Calvio. De la Cruz. Valverde. There it goes again. Valverde this time. Good defending moves. Defending really well. Saudi Arabia. They've had numbers in the past. Plays on the line. Relentless on the big work. Absolutely relentless. Rodriguez demands to take it. Times is starting to run a little short. Everybody back here for Saudi Arabia. Hamdan was in the way of that, challenging with Varela. Varela staying down. Referee says play on. Advantage for Uruguay. He's done a good job of trying to keep this game flowing as much as possible. Referee Mariani from Italy. Uruguay going to be denied a winning goal here, but they're attacking play in this second half as Craig. Will the defensive stubbornness of Saudi Arabia earn them a point, having earlier taken the lead? It's a good. Richard Lewis swings it behind. A little bit unorthodox, however, just to keep it at all costs. Uruguay trying to mix it up here a little bit. Valverde away to the far side. Queuing up. 12 yards out. De la Cruz. Fighting one interception by Alaric. Massive, massive interception there, because otherwise there is not enough behind it. Could have easily been as simple as that bit. And here comes Uruguay again. Roughly 30 seconds to go.
In the box.
If they're to win the game, they need to come up with something good, and they need to do it now. Here it comes. Is there going to be one more golden chance for them? Well, it's cleared by Mohamed Kano. Little look at the watch from the Italian referee. Drama to the last in Miami. Can't take your eyes off this one. It's been all Uruguay in the second half. It still is to the very last second of the match. And Saudi Arabia
In the box.
got their point yet. Maybe one last attack for Uruguay. There's Caceres. Headed away by Alaric. De la Cruz. He's made again, this time by Mila Jali. Wow, they have to take Saudi Arabia. They are defending at all costs. They have to hang on as much as they can, sir. And Uruguay, they just desperate to get that winner. And still they play on. They've almost had 8 minutes of added time.
Game over. Game over.
That's the final whistle. It is now.
Game over.
3-0 for Federico Valverde.
Game over.
Outstanding second half performance, in which they really came out firing and pushed Saudi Arabia all the way. Yolanda Henry have put Saudi Arabia ahead before half-time. Maxi Araujo equalising in the 80th minute. But despite corner after corner, shot after shot, they couldn't find that winning goal. Otherwise, was outstanding in goal for Saudi Arabia. It's finished. Saudi Arabia 1, Uruguay 1.
Alright, it's the Radio of Africa TV. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Turn on notification and you don't miss any of our live shows. Watch our videos, join the community, and before we go off, I need you to let me know how did Omar Manuel Ugarte perform. After that performance, do you think we should really keep also Manuel Ugarte? Thank you for watching, and as always, glory, glory, my United. Alright, we are not going to stream live for the last match. Shall provide results, and that will be it. Alright, oh no. And and, and, and,